Here's how to change out your toilet fill valve. Here's one of the most common reasons is that your fill valve may be doing this, where it will continuously run and go into the overflow. And you cannot get it to stop doing this, so you need to change out your fill valve. Here's your first step to changing out this toilet fill valve. Step 1. Find the water shut-off below the toilet. Turn it off. Now come up to the top tank and hold the handle down. And you want to flush. And you want all this water draining out of the bowl. Now you're going to want to grab a sponge or towel and bring it in here to the tank. You also want to have a bucket outside of this to soak up all this water in. So we are just soaking up all this water in the tank. And to make it completely dry for the new toilet fill valve. And this doesn't have to be super duper dry, but you want it to be somewhat dry in here. And there we go. Now the tank is somewhat dry. You can see now we're going to move on to the third step. Here's the third step. Come down here to the water supply line and twist it counterclockwise. Now it will come loose, and you want to have a bucket down here just for all the water that's sitting in the flush valve. Now you should be able to get this off. Should only be hand tight. And you're gonna loosen this nut. Come up to the tank, disconnect refill clip, and pull this bad boy straight out of the tank and into your garbage bin. So we're gonna take this. Say you were going to the garbage bin, and there you go. Now we are going to grab our new toilet fill valve, and we are actually going to do this. In order for it to fit in this toilet, we will have to grab this shank, push up on the float, and grab the gray valve body, twist to the left, and this will actually heighten the shaft of this fill valve to the max height. So we want to have it, it says 1.5 inch below overflow top. This should be good. Now let's go put it in this toilet. Here we have the new fill valve. We're going to set it in place and make sure it aligns up. And we're going to need to adjust it from down here a little bit more, just enough to where this thing is 1 inch above the overflow top. You want this thing right here to be set 1/4 inch below overflow, above the overflow top. So let's do this. There we go. There we go. All this needed was a few more twists. You want to line it down into this hole like that. And there you go. Now before you do so, you want to take a damp cloth or the towel. You want to wipe around down here. This will just make sure that it seals properly and there's no debris in the way. And then we can also inspect the seal, make sure everything is lined up. And now we just place this into the valve hole. We want this guy facing towards the overflow pipe. So now we're going to grab the new lock nut and we're going to show you how to do it the rest of the way. Here we go, now by the bottom of the toilet. You grab your new lock nut, secure it into place. You're going to twist it, just like how you took the old one off. This one will just thread right back on. And you want to make sure that this guy in here is facing the direct way. It's best to use 2 hands for this operation. And this guy down here should only be finger tight. Shouldn't have to crank down super hard on these guys. There we go. Now reconnect your water supply hose back up to the toilet, to the fill valve. And turn the water back on. You also want to be sure that this guy is set into this hole right here. Go especially into the flush valve. If yours does not have this, no problem. It will come with the clip. This is not will not come with a white hose. This is just for demonstration. I have a ton of these laying around. You can see if you turn this out. This way will allow more water. This way will allow less. In this position, there's none. This is a little trickle. You can hear the flow. And then this is full blast. So I usually set mine to medium. But for some toilets, you want to make sure that it refills the bowl completely up to the line. Now, you just want to wait for this toilet to fill up, then we will see if you have to make any little adjustments. And we want it to stop at that line. So what we're going to do, we're going to twist this guy. We're going to allow less water into the tank till it stops at that line. And there it goes. So now you're just going to twist your toilet, and flush it. Everything should work fine now. So enjoy. That is how you change out your toilet fill valve. Thanks for watching.